Now let us go for derived physical quantities. These quantities are derived from the fundamental physical quantities. Fundamental physical quantities are like alphabets in English language script. L, M, T, S, T, A, L. These 7 letters represent 7 physical quantities. Let me write those. First one is L for length, just like earlier systems of measurement. M is for mass, T is for time, S is for strength of electric current, T is for thermodynamic temperature, A is for amount of substance, L is for luminous intensity, while derived quantities are like words made by organizing these alphabets. For example, if you want to measure the area of this desk, which is in the form of a rectangle, we measure it by multiplying length by breadth. So area is equal to length into breadth. Breadth is also a kind of length. So area is equal to length into length is equal to length square. So by multiplying the unit of length twice, we get area. In the same way, volume is equal to length into length into length is equal to length cube. Thus, area and volume are the physical quantities derived from fundamental quantity length. Density is also derived physical quantity. Density is equal to mass by volume. Mass is a fundamental physical quantity, while volume is derived from length. So density is equal to mass by L into L into L. Thus, density is derived from mass and length, which are fundamental physical quantities. We will learn many derived physical quantities in the future. Now let us see what supplementary physical quantities are. There are 2 supplementary physical quantities in the SI system. 1. Plane angle and 2. Solid angle. Thus, this is the organization of physical quantities. 7 fundamental physical quantities defined by SI, derived quantities which are many in number. Supplementary physical quantities are 2, plane angle and solid angle. Thus, this is the organization and types of physical quantities in the SI system of units. This is our first concept. Fundamental physical quantities are 7 in number. Derived physical quantities are from fundamental quantities, so that does not have a count. So many are there. And supplementary physical quantities are 2, plane angle and solid angle. These are the types of physical quantities. So let us solve question. Question. A measurable quantity is taken as dash. The options given are A. Physical quantity, B. Fundamental quantity, C. Derived quantity, D. Supplementary quantity. The answer is physical quantity. So let us solve question 1. Temperature, open bracket, close bracket. 2. Density, open bracket, close bracket. 3. Solid angle, open bracket, close bracket. This is match the type question. The options to match are A. Supplementary PQ, B. Fundamental PQ, C. Derived PQ. Let's look at temperature. We are given mnemonic to the 7 fundamental quantities. The T stands for thermodynamic temperature, also called as temperature. This is obviously fundamental physical quantity, so matches option B. Next one is density. We have already derived this earlier as mass by volume. So we already know density is derived from mass and length. So it matches the option C. Solid angle is a special physical quantity which is one of the 2 supplementary quantities. So it matches the option A. The last and important concept of this session is the set of fundamental physical quantities. What is a set of fundamental physical quantities? So far, we have learned fundamental physical quantities. This is different set of fundamental physical quantities. Let me take a set here. Length, mass, force is good example. Here length cannot be derived from mass and force. Mass cannot be derived from length or force, and force cannot be derived from length or mass directly. Note that even though we are calling this a set of fundamental physical quantities, there is a quantity called force which is derived physical quantity, while length and mass are fundamental physical quantities. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. A set of fundamental physical quantities should have physical quantities in such a way that no other member of the set can be derived from any other member of the set. Let me give one more example of this. Length, velocity, mass. Here length cannot be derived from remaining 2 physical quantities. Velocity cannot be derived from length and mass. Mass cannot be derived from velocity and length. In order to calculate mass, we need volume as well as density. Mass is a fundamental physical quantity, while velocity is derived from length and time. There is no time in this set. Let me give an example of a set which is not a set of fundamental physical quantities. Length, velocity, time. Look at this. Length and time are fundamental physical quantities. Velocity is derived physical quantity. Let's see how velocity is derived. Velocity is nothing but displacement by time is equal to length by time. Length and time are available in the same set. Thus, this set cannot be called a set of fundamental physical quantities. Please listen carefully to the definition again. A set of fundamental physical quantities is the one where no member of the set can be derived from the remaining members of the set. We saw 2 examples of fundamental physical quantities and 1 example which is not. In the third set, velocity could be derived from length and time, so it is not a set of fundamental physical quantities.